LiveHipHopDaily.tv.
People, it's Mecca, Cash Color Cannabis Podcast. I'm back here, LiveHipHopDaily.tv. Before I was alone, clearly I'm not alone this time. I got some people with me. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Selena Aresti.
I'm Kamal Gillespie.
And we together own Medi Eddie's and Sellin Sweets.
Hold up. Your last name's rhyme.
I know. Yeah. I just realized that as we were saying it sounded like a 80s group.
Yeah, it did. I was like, okay.
I play guitar.
Yeah, right.
Soloist.
Right, Run DMC over here.
That's what's up. All right, so I know I met you actually at the first Cash Color Cannabis event we did.
Yes, wonderful, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
Wonderful. And congratulations on Creative Loafing, I have to say.
Thank you. Enough about me. Hey.
Right, kudos to you.
Thank you. But I remember meeting you at the first Cash Color Cannabis event. You sat up front, and I remember your hair. And and I was like, I remember getting off stage like, I got to see what she do. You know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to meet you and Kamal that night. Mm-hmm. So, you explained to me the brand and some of the things you were trying to work on. So I was like, it's pretty dope to have you come on the podcast and actually explain to the crowd. So speak to them about the brands that y'all work on and what are some of the things that, just speak about the brands and the products you have.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. We appreciated the love you showed us at the Cash Color Cannabis.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. We really appreciate it.
It was amazing, and if you get a chance to go, I would highly recommend it. It's very, very informational on all accords.
Okay.
But we here in Atlanta, we run a company called Sellin, Sellin Sweets, which is not cannabis-based due to the laws here in Georgia.
Yeah, boo.
Boo, exactly. But we are working together towards trying to
decriminalization and all that stuff
work
as
with,
well.
Yeah, all that with decriminalization and everything. But we run an edibles company called Medi Eddie's within legalized states around the country, and we're working to get into Massachusetts now that it's legal, both rec and medically there as of November 8th. So that's our first endeavor into the East Coast market. Okay. We've done a good bit of things out in California as well as Colorado. We travel there quite often to work on our products and our brand, and hopefully move into other states and get other states decriminalized and legalized.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So what made you come up with the what made you come up with the brand and what made you start the product line?
Well, first we met in the service industry, and we both love to cook and be in the kitchen. So it kind of brought a lot of the ideas together once we learned a lot about the bakery business, and we got into cupcakes and sorbet and ice cream and all of that kind of together. And it was a good combination because my creativity and her business smarts really made the company jump forward really quickly.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. So definitely it was a good collaboration that kind of happened in a random place, really.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
We realized we both had a love for the cannabis industry and for the culture of it all. Yeah. And so when we figured out that we could do it together and we both could cook and bake and come up with recipes and ideas, we decided to branch off from just the baked goods that we do regularly for private events and parties and such, and
we also had a lot of people in our lives that were going through medical treatments that they were being prescribed pills and opioids that are very addictive, and they were looking for alternatives to their treatment at the time, and something that wasn't so addictive and so expensive as well. Mm-hmm. And when we were doing the research, we got deeper into how to deliver this to our friends and stuff. So
and how to ingest it, because not everybody likes to smoke. And smoking can be really intrusive in your lifestyle, especially if you're older or someone that has an illness and you have to do it all the time,
or somebody who doesn't know how to roll,
that is always a
can
problem.
Take forever if you don't know how to do it.
It is.
That's work.
But now, I have to say though, when it comes to, you don't have to just roll anymore. There are so many ways to smoke or ingest cannabis that's not, it's easy to
I mean, we're
do.
in the future now.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
there's so many different ways.
You know what? We really are. It's almost like the Jetsons. Like you
it
can,
is.
I mean,
It's totally like the
you get some
Jetsons.
cream. You get some cream and put it on your
Right,
skin.
right,
Next
yeah.
thing
Now
you
they
know,
have
you're
creams
stoned.
and
Yeah,
patches, and the list goes on and on.
The only thing we don't have is moving sidewalks yet.
No, we do at the airport. So I mean, they move. You don't have to walk. It may not be very far, but you don't have to walk.
You know, it's real though. I hate seeing people on the moving sidewalks in the airport actually use those.
If they're not walking,
I walk on them.
If you're standing
I
still,
need to get to my terminal.
yeah.
I need to get to my terminal. I fly so much that I've got to be able to get to.
Yo,
Yeah. But if
yeah.
you're not walking, if you're that person looking at your phone
exactly.
while you're like,
I'm moving you out the way.
yeah,
Right,
you
I'm
need
moving-
to.
you gotta move out the way.
You gotta get out my way.
You
for
deserve
real.
this shove in the back of your head.
Yes, the little. I get to clip you with my carry-on. Like,
Yeah. So that's great. So so both of you are actually cooks, and you both really bake. Who's the best?
I would.
I'm better at baking.
Oh,
She's a
He's
better
better
baker.
at cooking.
I'm a
But we're
better
both
cook.
good at both of them. But I'm, weirdly to say, more patient in the baking area, not in life.
You know what? But that's good. But that's good though, because when you come to baking, you got to be patient.
You
don't-
do.
The only thing I
it's
can
very
make,
meticulous as opposed
It
to
is.
cooking.
the only thing I could bake actually is brownies. You know what I mean? Because I know again I could watch this, slowly
Right.
happen. Anything else is above my pay grade, so I don't even try. So I know you have to have patience to actually.
She's
bake
pretty
something.
magical. I got to give it to her. Like there's
I
some
try.
stuff I've seen her do. That's it. She pulls it off. It looks
Yeah.
like something out of a candy store.
Yeah.
I
That's
try.
what's up. That's what's up. All right. So how is it working so far? Trying to branch into places like Massachusetts. Like, have you had Have you had a good experience so far, or what's it like? So,
Very good.
Okay.
I have to say, every event or person I have met in the cannabis industry, not only here but all over the country. I've been to High Times Business Summit. They did their first one back last December in DC.
Okay.
Yeah. Every person I met there, I met people from Buds and Roses in LA and people from High Times. I Bud You up in New York, Magical Butter.
I bud you. I like them.
Yo,
Yeah.
I Bud You. I have
Yeah,
to say,
Mario.
man, Mario from I Bud You, he is one of the greatest people, man. We have a really good relationship
That's what's up.
with them. They're
we
actually
visit.
running a pop-up shop right now out in New York.
Really?
Yeah, so if you're in the Bushwick area, there's a pop-up shop going on for I Bud You, and they are a dope brand. You should check them out.
That is so funny, man.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, man.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
changes be.
They have a great studio out there. But everybody, man, cannabis is something that really brings people together, and I think that that's what the world needs right now. And I love that it comes from a plant that I can smoke and enjoy.
Clearly, it brings people together because at one point, if you'd have heard Bushwick and you knew what it was, you
Yeah.
heard there was a pop-up shot, you would have thought it was a pop-up shot.
Yes, yes, for sure.
I'm not walking through there.
Exactly.
The pop-up shop there is just that I ain't going.
Exactly. Now I'll go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's awesome. So I'm glad that that we are seeing these changes in the industry, and we are seeing these changes in the country as far as people, the way we view cannabis. Saying cannabis use. One of the things I often speak about, I often bring up to people, are generational issues. Like,
Yes.
Are we seeing that? Again, a generation prior to us. Like, I often bring up my mom. My mom's definition of drugs will always include.
Oh yeah, my
cannabis.
parents still whisper about
That's
it.
not
Yeah.
changing. She knows her baby's making a documentary. That
Yeah.
doesn't change
Right,
a
yeah,
single
yeah.
thing.
Right.
How she
It's
feels
called
about
dope
this.
to them. And
Exactly.
you're like, I don't smoke dope.
She said, "Are you smoking the reefer?"
The reefers.
Yeah, the
Right.
reefers. Yeah.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
I had a weed
You gotta go
moment.
outside for that.
I told my
Yeah.
mom I was working on this documentary. The first thing she said was, "Don't be smoking the reefers on TV." Yeah. And I said, "Mama, I promise you, I will not embarrass you on TV. I won't do that to you." But generational issues. We do have people. We have an older generation that came up with reefer madness and with marijuana.
Yeah, I think
and
the last
Exactly.
generation thinks of it as very irresponsible.
Yeah.
And it has a stigma of being, a certain type of person that doesn't get anything done.
Yeah.
But, there's all types of consumers of
Yeah,
it all.
yeah.
And I think it just depends on the type of person you were before you consumed it.
Yeah,
If you were
Right.
lazy, you're probably going to be a
You'll
little
be
bit
lazy.
lazier.
Yeah,
Right.
it won't
When you
change
smoke
anything.
it.
an addictive thing is an addictive thing. Like we was just speaking about coffee. If you can tell me straight up that I'm not a right person in my mind if I don't get my coffee first, you have an addiction.
An addiction.
Like I don't know what else to tell you.
Yes,
you have an
for
addiction.
Sure. No, it's water. It's water. It's water. 100% H2O.
But again, that's an addiction. Like if you can't be in your right mind before saying you drink coffee, then you have a problem.
Right.
Yeah. So figure that out, man. Figure that out.
No, that's true.
So it's dope that y'all are doing what you're doing. I know we actually spoke a little while ago about possibly having a pop-up meal here, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bring out some brown. Y'all do actually the cooking live. That would be so dope.
We would love to do that. That
dinner
is
party or breakfast or something like that.
Yeah, we talking. Hop trying to walk around like you don't hear that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. We love to do that.
We have to get permission first.
Brunch. Oh, for sure. We love us some brunch.
I'll let you on it.
Yes.
Yes.
Now that you say it, is that right?
We could do a brunch deal.
Let's have the livest brunch in Atlanta. We have
we can. I think that sounds great. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. But we looking at on time before I start rambling. Okay, I can ramble a little bit more then.
Ramble. Let's ramble.
So again, I saw speaking again about Medi Eddies. Massachusetts is a great place to go into. Have you looked into any other places as far as I know Colorado, California? Where else are you targeting?
Well, we've been traveling to a lot of those places out west, but they've been ahead of the curve for a long time.
Yeah, I feel you. So I feel that.
So as things go along, you can tell that the East Coast is trying to catch up to what's going on and has been going on in the West Coast.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get into those markets out there, it's slim to none.
It's just it's saturated.
You're gonna have to set your residency up out there, and they've set up so many rules because they've been through it already.
Right.
You're right. Because if a person ever takes a trip to Denver, one thing you'll notice is there's a lot of that.
Yeah,
there's a dispensary on every corner.
If you want to see a platform that works and does well, they are the perfect platform to see how it all works.
They work.
Au contraire, mon frere. I'd actually say that DC has the best situation I've seen with my own two eyes. DC has the best going. You can grow in your house 6 plants and they won't bother you. You can own up to 2 ounces without there being a criminal charge, and you could actually give somebody that in public if you wanted to. Up to 2 ounces.
You can do the 2 ounces in Colorado now.
You can.
It is 2 ounces.
But
I will say that.
Did y'all see the Viceland shit when they spoke to the guy and they sat there with him while he did it? He did it on Craigslist and was like, yo.
Oh, in Washington?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give this away.
You're buying a pen and you're getting hot for buying this pen.
That's why I like Washington. The Washington
awesome.
situation almost makes it look like everybody's the ultimate hustler. Like I have a T-shirt. Now this T-shirt, it's $40, but with the $40, I'm gonna gift you.
Okay, but I will say Colorado for small businesses has the best, in my opinion, setup.
Okay.
Because for small business, or for business in general, like dispensary wise, they truly allow you and the consumer to be knowledgeable about your product, and they have strict enough regulations that I don't feel like I'm smoking like Marlboro weed. You know what I mean? Like the big tobacco, because it can get there quickly, and that scares people like us who have a small business.
California.
That's what I'm afraid of if it does happen
like
in Georgia, how it's implemented. It's not so much if we get it legalized, it's how they implement it. Does it come from like a huge corporation, or is it coming from people that are small businesses that can grow on their own? I have my own strains, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Because if you don't get that, then you're gonna only get the Coors and Coors Light style.
And they put money back into their city really heavily.
Right.
All of the taxes.
I will say that.
I'm so willing to pay the taxes on pot because A, it's cheaper than if it were illegal, and B, if it goes to like parks and city schools, that sounds great.
Streets and potholes and all that other stuff, then I'm cool with it.
Wait, Hop, got a question.
Being that y'all went to Denver, I never went to Denver. Do they have to run them scams like the dude in Washington that they
No.
You
walk, you take your ID.
And you say, hey, you got some weed? I can
No.
sell my weed to you.
No,
don't-
not on a deal to deal basis. But you go into a dispensary in Denver. It's more of it's like a liquor store, and you walk in, you take your ID, you stand at the front, they take it, they look at it, they make sure you're over 21. Doesn't matter what state you're from, and then you walk in and you talk to a bud tender, and this person knows.
Yeah.
I went to California. I wanted to get I wanted to go inside the dispensary. I had to go to the doctor.
Yeah,
you have to get a card.
But now it is
To go
recreational
to.
in Cali now.
Yes. It's not like that at all.
It's not like that in Denver.
So
Like, yo, what
Yeah.
ailments?
yeah, you have to be like, I have
Exactly.
insomnia or something like that.
Exactly.
Right, you have to have an ailment to get to a card.
But see,
to
that's
get
why-
inside. It's not like that at all in Colorado.
No.
So
Which-
all you pretty much doing is you're going to buy liquor, and this guy is telling you what's on the list.
Yeah.
And what you're looking for. in particular.
Literally.
Yeah, and the list be ridiculous.
Oh,
man.
it's
Yes.
great.
But one thing I will say, I guess I'm getting more. I'm turning into Ron Swanson, I guess, because when I look at DC, I'm like, look, the fact you could grow in your house, you could do everything.
You
on
can
your
grow
own.
in your house in Colorado.
I
You
just
can
wanna-
have like 4 plants, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. I still like DC. Like I've been.
No,
to Denver.
DC is dope.
And you like the city of
DC is dope.
I
That's
like the city of DC.
I'm not knocking
I like
DC.
everything I liked about it. Again, maybe I'm just being a little bit Swanson in me.
We're not knocking DC.
Like,
DC's dope. You can get weed there legally.
I'm
Right.
I'm loving the fact that I could do this in my house and I don't have to tell you a single solitary thing. That's what I'm
that
loving.
is
That's what
cool.
I'm loving. All right, so I know Hobbs waving me down. We got to do this video thing. So up next is my man Z Rich. He got a video called Tranquility. Watch it. It's very, very powerful video, and that's my man's in them. So check the video out. We're gonna be back with Selling and Kamal. They're gonna also tell us about their new album. You know, they have a pop album coming out. It's
We
very
do.
dope.
It's a banger.
Just stay tuned. LiveHipHopDaily.tv is Cash
Z
Color
Rich.
Cannabis podcast.